Good morning, the new Team 10 Gaming with Wolf Legends, and what's poppin'? Here we go, and do I have another tiers, and let's get 1,000 likes, 1,000 subs, 1,000 views, 1,000 watch times, and 1,000 whatever on this video, and let's get started. See you in a few minutes. Okay, anyway. Today is a crazy day, and excuse me. Anyway, it's kind of crazy what I'm been thinking about, but it's also kind of an interesting idea. Anyway, I mean, it probably ain't gonna happen, but this is kind of a plan that I kind of thought of, and I've been kind of thinking of because of us being in quarantine and stuff, and it's really pissing me off that the president or the whole United States can't figure out how to get a fucking cure and like that. I mean, yeah, it might take a while, but I don't know how long it should take, but I thought it should take this fucking long. You take DNA from people that got coronavirus, mix it with some other bullshit, and you take uno person to take all those take a sample of every thing until I guess you know for a fact that one of them worked, but you give it a week or two with just one thing, that doesn't work. They don't got the cure yet. You try again with another thing that you think is the antidote. Obviously, you will have multiple of the same thing, just in case it is the antidote. So you're not just giving one vial to everybody or one person and having no antidote. Unless you write it down what you put in the thing, and you happen to remember what you put in. To all of them. Anyway. yeah, you still have several files of the fang, just, you know, in case, and label what it is. All the ingredients. On the file, and yeah. Take same. If that doesn't work, obviously you keep going through the list until hopefully something works. And maybe, yeah, it might take a month or 2 or 3. Or a week. Or a month. And obviously once you got the cure ready, and you know the person who got the first cure is not showing any signs of being sick anymore, then guess what? You got the cure. You go ahead and distribute it to everyone that's sick. And obviously you make more of it. So, because this is probably going to be a month, every yearly thing, like the flu, where, because you're not ever going to really truly get rid of it. Unless you find the source and destroy it at the source, but I doubt it. Something is making people sick. Anyway, but my point was for us to march, us the people who obviously aren't sick, to march on our governments in the states, and then if we get enough money, I guess, or enough of us are able to move or start heading to Washington D.C. and it's protesting, you know? Everyone does that. Everyone has a cause or a reason to protest or do a march if they don't like something. That's what we do. That's what. And I have a freedom of speech, and that's why I'm saying this right now. I'm not saying we go shoot up the president. No way, that would be wrong. Anyway, I'm just saying we protest this and say what is on our mind, and we say what needs to be said, and open up the country again, and hopefully other countries will start doing the same thing. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to be quarantined inside, but I don't think the sick people outweigh the few that aren't, or the many that aren't. and all of us that aren't sick have a voice, and I think we should speak to the public and get public an announcement about it. And this was my plan from the beginning. Obviously, those of us that are sick, stay home. That's my message. And that's kind of what I wanted to get public to the rest of the world. Why do we need to quarantine inside our houses if we're not sick? Why do we need to quarantine inside or not be able to go places if we're not sick? I would say comment down below, but since I decided to say my videos are child friendly, obviously they are, and I really am not trying to say we should shoot the president, or do whatever we used to do in the olden days, and some people still probably do, to African American people, just because of hate anyway. Because I'm saying, I know there are some racist son of a bitches that still do this, which is hanging people. And they mostly do it to African Americans and Hispanic people. And everyone who supports African Americans and Hispanic people. So anyway, I'm not trying to say we should do that. I'm trying to say do a peaceful protest against what we think is wrong and shouldn't be allowed. And of course, this country's been at hell with itself, and this whole world's just been kicking everybody in the ass, saying no, you can't go outside. I'm like, heck, there's now caution tape around the and I think I've been saying this, there's freaking caution tape around playgrounds and stuff. Like, why? And anyway, it's just annoying. This whole situation could have been avoided of the quarantine and stuff if people just were cautious about people being sick and stuff. And if you got sick, stay home, obviously. Not being a butthole and say, oh, and know what's funny? Everybody apparently thinks it's funny to go around and say, oh, I have the coronavirus, especially on social media and stuff. It's like, or in public, you're just going to get your butt checked into a hospital, and then you're going to be screwed with a bill that you could have just avoided from not saying, oh, I have the coronavirus. Shut up. Stop making fun of people that have the coronavirus and help yourself by not staying away from. Stop being a jackass and being it so funny. It's not. Anyway, enough with my rant. That's just my ideas, and that's just what I think we should do as the public, and as most people would do anyway, which is go riot in the streets, especially if they don't get their way, especially in the past, about to me, stupid things like, but it's probably, I don't know, an important topic. Better wages, but and I kind of understand that. As a fellow person who wishes he could have gotten paid better, even if it was minimum wage. Minimum wage to me should be like maybe $12 an hour versus $7.25 or whatever. Just saying, that's my opinion anyway, because all the higher up people are really rich, especially the people that own Walmart, own McDonald's. They should be able to pay their employees at least $12 an hour for minimum wage. Oh well, it's a fast food restaurant. You know what? Those people are working their fucking butts off trying to get you, us, the customers, our food. They might not be, might not seem like it, but you don't know how hard it takes, how hard it is for people like the people that work at McDonald's to do their job. Oh, it's a simple job, really. Why don't you do it then? Oh, I don't want to do it because it's too greasy and crybabies. You might be like, why don't you do it then? Because that's just my last resort. But if it was $12 an hour, hell yeah, I would do it. If I got $12 an hour, I would do any job. Seriously. Trust me. I would do any fucking job if I needed a job at night. Or to get $12 an hour. That's better than what I'm making with Social Security. Although that's $700 some dollars a month, but that's still monthly. So if you add that up monthly, that's probably really good money. I don't know. You have to do 12 an hour times a yearly amount, and then you get divide that by 12, and you got your monthly amount. And you know what? if I did have comment section, you do that math and you tell me what that, you could have told me what that was. But after this video, I'm probably going to do it myself. I mean, that's better than, literally, probably better than what I'm making now, or would have been making now if I were to be if I were to work at Dollar Tree or GI. I mean, although DI would, Deseret Industries probably would pay at least minimum wage, and if it was $12 an hour, I wouldn't care if I worked at DI. Anyway, enough of my ranting, and I'm gonna say this. See you in the next video. See you tomorrow because it's every day, bro. Peace, love you, bye. And I'm sorry you had to see all that. I'm in my mom's room anyway. My mom's room's a mess. Just saying. Anyway, like I said, see you in the next video. See you in the next video. See you tomorrow because it's every day, bro. Peace, love you, bye.